Hello, welcome to Vizzy. My name is Nick, and I'm here to say thank you so much for creating an account with us and give you a quick tutorial on how it all works. So, just to get us started, let's talk about what Vizzy is here to do. Vizzy will enhance your podcast with images and chapters for Apple Podcasts and other platforms. In order to do so, you have to learn how to add chapters and chapter images at certain points in the podcast. So to get us started, let's talk about how to add your audio into Vizzy. Uploading audio into Vizzy is very simple. On the front screen when you log in, you will notice there is an upload audio button. Click this and a pop-up will appear. The audio required by Vizzy at the moment is MP3, so you can choose a file from your desktop or you can drag and drop one into Vizzy and it'll bring up the edit screen. Once your audio is ready to go, you will notice there's a play button, and if you press play, you should be able to hear your podcast. Next, we talk about adding chapters. There are two ways to add a chapter in Vizzy. One is directly from the timeline. You'll notice a little plus sign at the very beginning of your timeline. The second way is on the left-hand side of the screen. You will see that there's an area that says chapters. There's a button there too that says add a chapter. Clicking the plus on either of these will pop up a window right in the center, which will give you the ability to add a chapter. It's good to know that adding chapters does require a chapter heading, but it doesn't always require a chapter image. So if you would like to add chapters without images, your regular podcast artwork will show up in the listeners' players. If you add images, then those images will add up in the listeners' players. Please note, chapters will be placed at the point in time where the arrow marker is on the timeline, but you can always edit this by clicking into the little chapter on the timeline. You'll notice that there is a clock above it. If you click into that, it'll go into edit mode and you can choose the specific time you want that chapter to be. The minimum time between chapters is just 1 second, so you can add as many or as few as you like, depending on what kind of show you have. So go ahead and try it. Add a few chapters and see how you go. If you have any issues at all, there will be a link in your welcome email to get on a call with us. Next, let's talk about what you can do with your enhanced files. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will see that there is an iPhone which shows you what your podcast will look like. Just below that iPhone, there are some options. The first option is download MP3. This means that your enhanced MP3 will be downloaded onto your desktop and can be used with your hosting company. This is the MP3 you use so that your listeners get access to the images and the chapters on their player screens. Next to that is a button called Generate Show Notes. What this button will do is generate your show notes based on your chapters, your chapter names and their locations, as well as anything you've put into the description and the URL fields in Vizzy. The last button is Download Video, and this is an exciting new feature we've launched which will turn your enhanced podcast into a video file that you can use in YouTube or other video hosting platforms, or even TikTok or Instagram. This is a much easier way than producing a full video version of your podcast and still having presence on these platforms. So please make sure to try them both out and let us know if you have any issues. Thank you again for signing up, and if there's anything we can do to help, we're always here.